The love messages I got are, I was out there shooting my shot instead of being a team player. As you was dealing with this person, you were seeing more red flags, more and more each and every time. One of the red flags this person was showing is that they like to deal with different connections, very flirtatious, promiscuous. They were showing those kind of red flags. You felt like you were seeing this person shooting a shot to a whole bunch of people. You and this person was trying to be on the same boat, the same page, but it didn't last long because this person was also blocking this connection from growing because they're refusing to be a team player in this connection. So they may have agreed with you on some things, but there were other blockages, like other connections, that was stopping this person from continuing being a team player with you. You got your wall up towards this person. You don't trust them like that anymore. You feel like this person flirts with everybody. They could be fine as hell, very charming, but it's like they too flirtatious. And this is the type of person that has commitment issues. It's hard for them to be faithful. They left you out in the cold a lot of times. They will cut this relationship out. They will ghost you just to fuck with different connections. This is a huge player. They love having their freedom. They don't like people telling them what to do, especially being faithful. They're not the type of person that wants to be forced in a relationship when they don't want to be forced in it. They enjoy casual relationships. They enjoy having a casual situationship with you. They enjoyed it because that gave this person more opportunities and time to deal with other connections besides you. This person was keeping secrets from you, like not really telling you they're dealing with other people, not letting you know who they actually fucking with. They usually like to keep the connections that they fuck with low key. So they most likely not the type that posts their relationship status on social media. They come off on their social media as if they're a bachelor or bachelorette. They're living their single life. They could have a good career, financially stable, but this person also has a dark side, and they don't show that side unless you actually really fuck with them like you did. Because on the outside, this person's facade is that they're a huge charmer, very attractive, stable. They come off as a loyal, honest person. But if you dealt with this person in a relationship, it's like you saw a different side of this person. And it's like every time they wanted to deal with a new connection or wanted to fuck with them some kind of way, maybe emotionally, maybe physically, or just putting more energy in different connections, it's like this person would, like I said, leave you out in the cold. They would breadcrumb you. They would hardly give you any kind of attention. They made you believe that this relationship was going to work out, but the whole time they were keeping secrets from you. The whole time they weren't trying to give you an exclusive relationship. They weren't trying to make things serious because they enjoyed having this sexual casual relationship with you. This person could be into sports, so they could be an athlete, or you could be an athlete, or both of you guys can be into sports. When you was dealing with this person and you saw this person flirting with other people and shit, you felt like you had to really be strong about it. There was a lot of times where when it was really affecting you emotionally, it really broke you. It caused your heart a lot of pain. You were trying to hide it from this person. You weren't trying to show this person how much they were hurting you when you saw that, when you saw them doing that. And if some of you guys didn't see this person with other connections, it's like you felt it. You felt like they were with someone else other than you. So when they left you out in the cold to deal with these other connections, which they did it quite often, this person was doing this to you a lot. Even though it hurt you so much, you felt like you had to be strong about it at the same time. And you were also hoping this person would change, that they would want to be a team player like you wanted to be a team player with them. But you were giving more than this person. You were pouring a lot more into this person's cup than what they were pouring into yours. You got tired of the breadcrumbing, the stress, the anxiety, the conflictions. It was a lot. You just came to a conclusion one day that this person isn't going to ever change. They're always going to want to be out here in these streets. They're not going to want to be faithful or be the type to have an exclusive relationship, something healthy. Yeah, it's the breadcrumbing for you that you just couldn't fuck with anymore. This person is a huge player, right? But they didn't come off at you that way. The way they approach you is very loving, affectionate, caring. Not unless you guys are having arguments, that's a different story. But I'm talking about when it's good. It's like this person just really didn't come off as a player to you, but you know that they were. And if you didn't know that they were, you had a feeling. They have a certain swag to them. And it's like they have the potential of being a good wife, a good husband. You saw that in them. But at the same time, this person has a bad side to them too. A bad girl, a bad boy type. See, and this person came off to you as if they wanted something more in the relationship, even though this was a casual situationship. Like you guys' chemistry is very strong, magnetic, intense. And a lot of you guys haven't really expressed how the way you feel about each other, but it's just how the way you were around each other. Y'all feel like there was something more to this connection than what you guys making it seem like it to be. Yeah, it's like even though this person had feelings for you, they also had a lustful type of energy. Like they have sex addictions. They're the type that loves to have options. They're used to having options. They're not used to just being in a faithful, just you and me relationship. They were refusing to tell you how they really felt about you, even though y'all really felt it. It was real. But at the same time, they weren't telling you how they felt about you, and that made you conflicted. And it made you question if this person was really feeling you or not. Because one minute they are, and then the next is like they over here doing some other shit with somebody else. This person is in regret because they didn't never have a chance to tell you how they really felt about you. Because they was too worried about being in these streets. They also don't like the fact that they weren't being a team player with you when they told you they was, or they just never just put any kind of fucking effort into it. Yeah, you felt like you couldn't change this person. You thought you could. You did. And you had a lot of belief and faith that this relationship was going to work out with them because how strong this connection is. It could be your twin flame or someone you consider as your soulmate. But this was a spiritual connection. So it's like even though this person has some deep feelings towards you, they also have a lot of demons that they need to face and take care of. And that's what messed up this relationship, is because this person was too much worried about them and what their needs were, which are very toxic addictions. It ended up preventing from this relationship to grow. It was hard for this person to get on the same page as you, to understand where you were coming from, to compromise. You feel like it was all about them. They may agree with you on the shit that they needed to work on that you mentioned to them, but it's not like this person really actually made any kind of fucking changes. They were letting their lustful side taking a toll of this relationship. So your person has sex addictions, and they weren't just being intimate with you. And a lot of you guys know that or have a feeling about it. But they got a problem controlling themselves. And it really doesn't help your person that they're very attractive, very charming. For the ladies, your person, they got that mandingo. And for the fellas, your girl could have a nice ass shape, pretty face. You know what I mean? This person could be athletic, or like I said, could have some kind of athleticism in them. But there's a lot of tension. Like maybe whatever your person does as a career, they get a lot of attention. It's like your person wanted to be a team player with you, but at the same time, they really didn't, because they knew that they had these addictions. A lot of people be shooting a shot with your person. It's not just your person shooting a shot with them. You know what I mean? So like, very attractive energy. So it's hard for your person to let that kind of attention go and just be with you, because they're not used to being in a stable, healthy relationship. They always been in toxic relationships. So that's what they used to. So what you're asking for this person to do is a huge change for them. That's very hard for them to do. But like I said, they're in regret because they know that they were hiding a lot of shit from you, that they weren't giving you enough in this relationship that you actually deserved, because you deserved way more than breadcrumbs. And it's like you also was in a kind of position where you felt like you really couldn't say anything because y'all was both single and this was a situationship. But at the same time, there was feelings, a lot of deep feelings involved in this connection. And this connection could have been an agreement that this was just going to be casual sex type of relationship, but feelings got involved on both ends. But they're in regret. Even though your person might be on these dating apps, Instagram, Facebook, and communicating with these different connections, they have you in their head at the same time, thinking about how much they miss you, how they were actually really happy when they were with you. But they know that you don't want to deal with them because this person got exposed on how much of a player or a hoe or how much out here in these streets they are. It's one of those that you felt like this person is doing too fucking much. And it's like now you don't want to be a team player. They're stressed as fuck because you guys aren't communicating. You guys aren't on good terms at all anymore. They have these other connections. And they thought that they was going to be cool with that because they was leaving you out in the cold when y'all was fucking around. But it's like now that you left this person, they feeling left out in the cold. And it's not as fun as it used to be or they thought it would be in these streets. Because they're stressed as hell about this relationship. They're not trying to tell you that they made a mistake. They shouldn't have put you in a position to make you feel like you had to compete with them. They know that they were putting you in a position where you had to compete for their love and their time. They made you feel like that because they wanted you to fight for them. Your person is the type of person that likes people to compete for them, to beg for their attention and shit. Very entitled. They barely like to give. This is a huge taker, like a user. You felt like you were being used. And they're also used to you just being there. Whoever this person connected with the last time you dealt with them, that made you want to dead all of this shit. And you haven't communicated with this person since then. And they've been grieving. And they've been sad as hell about it. They sabotaged this relationship because your person wanted you to pretty much keep begging for this connection like you were before. And I'm not saying you guys were actually begging, but I'm saying it's just like the energy you came off as this person as if you weren't going anywhere. You was going to stick right there with them, loyal as hell, loving they ass. So it wasn't really begging. It's just the energy. It's just how your energy came off to this person. It made them feel like you weren't leaving them. You were always going to be there. And whatever this person did out here wilding out, they made the wrong move because they ended up losing you for it. You got tired of trying to be a team player with this person, and all they did was stress you out when they were running around and you didn't know what they were doing, who they were doing it with. You felt like you were all in the relationship and they wasn't. And since you decided to leave the ass and you're not asking them to work things out, you letting this person shoot their shot to anybody, whoever they want to. You don't, it's like you're not even giving a fuck right now or anymore, period. And it's like the tables have turned. Now your person feels like you're doing what they did to you. You shooting your shot to other people. You going out dating other people. You over here, out here wilding out in these streets. living your single life. And y'all may not be doing it, but y'all person feel like y'all are, and they stress as hell about that too. Because they feel like, since you don't want to be a team player with me, who you trying to be a team player with? Who's you being a team player with? Because it ain't me. Some of you guys are kind of dating, not taking things serious, and some of y'all just chilling and ain't even dating at all. But it's not like it's this person's business, because it ain't. And it's like, even though your person is shooting a shot with other people, the person that they really want to shoot their shot at is you. But I feel like y'all don't want it. Y'all ain't trying to hear it. This person gives you nothing but headaches, and you ain't trying to fuck with that. I'll see y'all next reading though. Love and peace.